Sri Gurubhyo Namaha children. Welcome to Sri R.M. Jain Group of School Online Teaching Academy Ekalaiva. For 10th standard in economics, we are going to learn a topic, globalization and the Indian economy. What is globalization? Globalization is a process of rapid integration or interconnection between countries. Children, most regions of the world are getting increasingly interconnected. While this interconnectedness across countries has many dimensions like cultural, political, social, and economic. So in this chapter, we shall look at globalization as the integration between countries through foreign trade and foreign investment by the MNCs. So you would have seen in the past 30 years that MNC have been a major force in globalizing process connecting distant regions of the world, children. Now you may have a doubt, why are the MNCs spreading their production to other countries? And what are the ways in which they are doing so? So let us explore it in detail in this chapter. When you look at this picture, children, when we see this picture, we can understand that we have a wide choice of goods and services before us. So here you can see so many things. The latest models of digital cameras, mobile phones, and then you can see here latest television sets. So all these are made by the leading manufacturers of the world, are everything within our reach, children. You know that every season new models of automobiles can be seen on the Indian roads, children. Every year you will find out a new model of not only automobiles, even mobile phones. Every year they will be launching a new mobile phone and everyone will be crazy in buying it, a new model of bikes, everything. So once upon a time, there were only the Ambassador and the Fiat were the cars only on the Indian roads. But now today, the Indians are buying cars produced by nearly all the top companies in the world. Not only in this automobile field, a similar explosion of brands can be seen for many other goods also, children. That is from, you can see from the shirts to television, even to the processed fruit juice and food items, children. So such wide-ranging choice of goods in our market is a relatively recent phenomena. It is a matter of years our market have been transformed. Now you may think, how do we understand these rapid transformation? What are the factors that are bringing about these changes? And how are these changes affecting the lives of the people? So we shall dwell on these questions in this chapter. Production across countries in the middle 20th century. Until the middle of 20th century, the production was largely organized within the countries. So within, that is inland, in the domestic country itself, they used to sell. They had marketing, everything inside the country itself. But what were the things that crossed the boundaries of our countries where the raw materials, foodstuff, and finished products. So only this raw material, foodstuff, and finished product alone crossed our country's boundaries. And when we were a colony of Britishers, our India, no, they just exported raw material and foodstuff, and we imported finished goods. So the only main channel that was connecting all the distance boundaries, it was the trade. So other than trade, nothing connected the countries together. And later on, large companies called multinational corporation, that is MNCs, emerged. So what is an MNC? So before that, we had only a trade relation, and we had only exporting raw material, foodstuff, and finished goods. But later on, the MNC emerged. And this MNC is a company that owns or controls production in more than one nation. So they will be owning and controlling production, but not in one nation, but more than one nation, children. This MNCs, they set up office and factories for production in regions where they can get cheap labors and other resources. This is done so that the cost of the production is low and the MNC can earn greater profit. So the main thing is they will be setting up the factories in the region where they will be getting cheap labors, and at the same time, the cost of the production should be low. So these are the main purpose of the MNCs. Here you can see a MNC. And you can see the MNC companies, they will be having headquarters in one place, and they will be having branches all over the countries. So here are some of the MNC products. We have seen this Apple. It was started by Steve Jobs and his friends in 1976. It is an American MNC, children. And you are very familiar with this Coca-Cola, all this chocolates. So this Nestle chocolates. So actually this, the Nestle, it is a Switzerland-based food company that was introduced in India in the year 1912. So now they are selling so many products which all the children like it very much. So even you will be purchasing and consuming it. Such one or two such things that you know, that is the Maggie, the Nescafe, and the Kit Kat, Milky Bar. So all these are MNC companies which had been started in our country. So one more example, let us see here. You can see this picture. This is a call center in Bangalore. So it is equipped with telecom facility, children, and access to the internet to provide information and support to consumer abroad, that is in the foreign countries. So this is a call center. So what is this? It is nothing but, let me give you a still more detail. So you have seen this picture, what they are doing, whose work they are doing. So a large MNC, they are producing industrial equipment and designs its product in a research center in the United States. And then it has the components manufactured in China. So they will be manufacturing the components in China. These are then shipped to Mexico and Eastern Europe, where these products are assembled, and the finished products are sold all over the world. So meanwhile, the company's customer care is carried out through call center located in India. So these, you can see with this example, you can see how the MNC is having control over all the parts of the world. In many countries, they are having their units. So in this example, you can see that MNC is not only selling its finished products globally, that too globally, but the goods and services are produced globally. They are not only selling their finished products globally, but they are even producing the products globally. So as a result, production is organized in an increasingly complex way. So this production is divided in a small parts across the globe to gain advantage for their closeness to the market of every country and can be easily produced there. So the next unit, we are going to learn about the interlinking production across the country. So in general, children, this MNCs, they set up production where it is close to the market, where there is skilled and unskilled labors available at a low cost, that is low cost, and where the availability of other factors of production is assured. So in addition, this MNC might look for government policy that look after their interests. So these are the two things. So first one, it is they will be setting up the production office and factories. So where they will be setting up a place where there will be skilled as well as unskilled labor at a cheap rate. And they will be also looking for government policies for their interest. This MNCs, they set up factories and office for production, that we very well know. These MNCs, they invest the money that is spent to buy assets such as the land, building, machines and other equipment. It is called as investment, children. So they are spending the money to buy asset in our country, not only in our country, in the various developing country. So that asset, the money that is spent on the land, building and machines, they call it as investment. And the investment made by the MNC, it is also called as foreign investment. So why are they making this investment? They are making this investment with the hope that these assets will earn profit in the future. So they are making the investment with the hope that these assets will earn profit in the near future. Sometimes, children, this MNCs, they set up production jointly with some of the local companies of these countries, that is of the developing countries. The benefit to this local company of such joint production is twofold. So what are they? First one, so MNC can produce additional investment like, MNC can provide additional investment like buying new machines for faster production. And the secondly, it might bring them the latest technology for production. So these are the two things. And then the MNC they will invest, their investment is to buy up local company and then expand their production. So just like that, they will not be investing money in assets, but they will try to buy local companies and then they will expand their company. So most common route for the MNC investment is to buy up local companies and then to expand it. It is very, very clear. And there is another way in which MNCs control production, children. So this a large MNC in a developed country, what they will do is they will place order for production with small producers in the developing country, like the garments, footwears, garments, footwear, sports items are some of the example, children. So what they will do is they will be placing order with the small companies in the various countries. So where this production is carried out by the large number of small producer across the world. So they will be getting this product from the small companies, and this products, and from the small products, these products, they will be getting the supplement, and these products are supplied to the MNC, which then sell these under their own brand name to the customer. So they will purchase everything from the small companies and they will brand it and they will sell it to the consumer. So obviously the MNCs have tremendous power to determine the price, the quality, the delivery, the labor condition for these distant production. Thus we can see that there are variety of ways in which the MNCs are interacting with the local producer. So such things like by setting up a partnership with the local companies, they set a partnership with the local companies, and by using the local companies for supplies, by closely competing with the local companies or buying up them. So like this, the MNCs are exerting a large influence on the production at their distant location. So as a result, children, production in these widely dispersed location is getting interlinked. You can see various MNC companies. So we have come to the end of this module. There is much more to be learned about the MNCs, and wait for the next session, children. So far, let's see the quick recap. In today's session, we learned about the multinational corporation, interlinking production across country, advantages to the local companies. To receive our online lessons, please press the subscribe button and you will receive the latest update, children. To be continued. Thank you, children.